How are ya? Welcome back to my channel. Today I thought it would be kind of fun to go through my vinyl wish list. I have a lot of records on my wish list in Discogs. So I've kind of cherry picked some of the records that I'm most sought after, and I thought I would just kind of share them today and see what they're going for, because some of them it's bad, but it's pretty bad. So let's go. Okay, starting with probably the most sought after record, one that's very sought after, is Taylor Swift's Folklore Long Pond Studio Session. This was a record store day release last year, and it was limited to 75,000 copies just in the US alone. I think there was 115 worldwide, and I unfortunately wasn't able to get it last year because the day of record store day, I was on a plane to go to my Eras Tour show in Houston. I was literally flying from my college apartment to my hometown in Houston to go to her show, and I couldn't even get the record. And it's just been skyrocketing ever since. It's crazy how much this vinyl has increased in value in such a short amount of time. Last time I checked it a couple months ago, it was about like $200 maybe. The highest it's sold for is $488. It is definitely my most sought after record, especially because Folklore is my favorite Taylor album. I wanted it on vinyl, but I can't justify paying that much. It's too much. The next record is probably one of my most sought after ones, period. Besides Long Pond, this is peak. 5 Seconds of Summer's Teeth 7-inch single. I cannot find this record anywhere. This was obviously one of the singles off of Calm, and when they first dropped it, I was not a big 7-inch collector. I didn't see the hype in them, and now I absolutely love them. Like, I love them. And now that I want this record, I cannot find it anywhere. It's only been sold on Discogs 4 times. The high is only $49, but that was also a year ago in 2023. The only time I've seen this record sold anywhere was on eBay a couple months ago for $330. The reason why I love this one so much though is not only because it has Teeth, which is a fantastic song, one of my top 5 songs on Calm, but it also has the Live from the Vault edition, which is it's one of my favorite songs. Only version I listen to. I don't listen to the regular Teeth. It just doesn't hit the same. And I just want this record so bad. And I would pay, not $330, but I would pay to have it. But I cannot find a trace of it anywhere that's being sold right now. When I say that this record is hard to come by, this is one of the very few photos where the disc and the jacket can be seen together. Like, I truly cannot find this record anywhere. And it's heartbreaking. Okay, next we have another hefty record. This is Harry Styles' self-titled on the pink translucent. This is just, it's insane. This was a pretty limited edition release. I think it was for the 2-year anniversary, if I'm not mistaken. The highest it sold for was $716, and right now it's going for about $500. The pink translucent just goes so well with the album, and I can't justify paying $500. Next up, we have kind of a random one. This is the High School Musical soundtrack on the gold pressing. I also just found out that they are pressing both High School Musical 2 and 3. So good, and I'm so excited for them. Now I feel like it's a must that I have the first one. The highest it sold for was $80, but there's only one copy that's currently listed right now, and it's for $130. I vividly remember going to the movie theaters to go see the third one live, and I can picture myself sitting in my seat watching Troy Bolton do his little dance while the room is circling. Vivid memory. Next, we have another Taylor record, and this is the Teardrops on My Guitar 7-inch single. And the highest it's sold for is $400, and right now you can't find it any less than $435 on Discogs. This was limited to 4,000 copies. This song was the first song that I heard from Taylor, like many other people as well. I grew up on debut Fearless. I mentioned this in my CD/vinyl collection video, which if you haven't watched it, you can watch it up there. but I had this little CD player, and Debut and Fearless were the only thing that I played on there. And so just for like nostalgic reasons, and also because it's one of my favorite Debut songs, I would love to have it on vinyl, especially because it's a 7-inch record, but I can't justify paying $400 again for it. Next is a little bit more of a recent release. This is Noah Kahan's Cape Elizabeth, and this was the Record Store Day Black Friday pressing. It is so beautiful, like the blue tealish white marbling to signify ocean waves looks so beautiful. It was limited to 5,000 copies worldwide, and it has been pressed again since, but I want this pressing specifically. It is so gorgeous. The highest it's sold is $125, and it's going about $75 right now on Discogs, so it's definitely not as bad. It's just one that I have to work up towards. Next, we have another 5-sauce vinyl. This is their self-titled on this like picture disc. Once again, this is such a sought after record. The highest it's sold for is $718 on Discogs, and there is currently no listings of it available that I can find anyway. This was a Record Store Day Black Friday all the way back in 2014. Just to have self-titled on vinyl would be amazing, but I can't justify it once again. So these next records are all on my want list, but I can tell you right now that I will never be able to own them. These are all of Taylor's Record Store Day exclusives and For Your Entertainment exclusive records. First, we have Fearless Platinum Edition on like this metallic gold translucent vinyl. This was released in 2018, and there was 5,000 copies worldwide and about 3,700 in the US. The highest it's sold for is $849, but you currently can't find it any cheaper on sale than $2,000. Next, we have Speak Now, obviously OG. This was the Record Store Day Black Friday 2018 pressing on like this smoke color, they call it, like translucent gray color. The highest it's sold for is $873, and it's going for about $600 right now. Okay. Next we have Debut, Taylor Swift self-titled on like this blue transparent like marbling kind of color. It's so gorgeous. Once again, this was another Record Store Day exclusive. It was limited to 5,000 copies worldwide. On April 27th, 2024, like a couple weeks ago, this sold on Discogs for $1,100, $1,100 US, and you can't find it any cheaper than that. There's 5 copies available on Discogs. If you want to go snag them, it's a deal right now. That's a month's rent on a record. All right, another Record Store Day exclusive. This was in 1989, obviously OG, and it's on like this, again, translucent pink marbled color. It's really pretty. There was once again 5,000 copies pressed worldwide. The highest it's sold for is $2,099. I can't. I can't. What the fuck? Okay, next we have Reputation. This is the For Your Entertainment record that she pressed in 2017. It's on like this bright orange color. It looks so good against like the black and white cover. This was limited to about 3,000 copies worldwide, and the highest it sold for was a whopping $2,800 US. It's just ridiculous. You currently can't find it any cheaper than $3,000 right now. And the last of the rare Taylor records is Red. This was the AMC Consideration record that she sent out. The highest that this has sold for is $4,498.75. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. It's comical at this point. The last time it was sold was for only $2,900. Only $2,900. And you can't find it any cheaper than $4,500 right now. And so those were some of my ISOs that I have right now. Obviously, I will not be making some purchases. I hope you enjoyed this video. I always find it interesting to see which records and what records are being sold for right now. Let me know down below, like, what are your some ISOs? What are your records that you're most looking after? And if anyone is selling that Teeth 7-inch vinyl, please let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video. If you enjoyed watching, just give it a like, let me know. You can subscribe as well. And I do have my socials down below so you can catch up with me when I'm away from here. Other than that, it's gonna do it for me. So thank you guys for watching. I love you so much and I'll see you next time. Bye.